With just 2 days until the British general election, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has visited seats in the north of England, confident that Conservatives can break through in traditionally Labor territory. But it didn't start well. He was accused of not caring about the plight of a sick child who was forced to sleep on a hospital floor. SBS Europe correspondent Ben Lewis travelled to Sunderland, a key part of what's known as Labor's Red Wall. The Tories believe Brexit will help them demolish it.
With its proud working-class history, Sunderland couldn't be further from a traditional Tory town. But the city overwhelmingly backed Brexit in the referendum. So Boris Johnson believes he's in with a real shot at winning in Labor's north of England heartland.
People in this part of the country, people across this country, spoke and said that they wanted to leave the EU. Now is the moment for us to get on and do it.
His trip didn't start well when a reporter asked him to look at this photograph of a sick 4-year-old boy who'd been forced to sleep on a hospital floor due to a lack of beds.
I'm talking about this boy, Prime Minister. How do you feel looking at that photo?
Of course. And let me tell you that I haven't had a chance to look at that.
Why don't look at it now, Prime Minister? You refuse to look at the photo. You've taken my phone, put it in your pocket, Prime Minister. His mother says the NHS is in crisis. What's your response to that?
I'm sorry. It's a terrible, terrible photo, and I apologise, obviously, to the families and all those who have terrible experiences in the NHS.
Labor quickly pounced.
The Tories have had 9 years to fund our NHS properly. It's time to bring their regime to an end.
Funding for health services is a key concern in England's north. Local Labor activists think the Prime Minister wasted his time by visiting.
So he might as well just get back on the train and go back down to London. Never seen him, so why come up here?
The Tories haven't won a seat in Sunderland since 1959, but for Boris Johnson to have come here just days before election day, the Tories' internal polling must show they have a real chance. Tony is one of those willing to give Mr Johnson a go, believing the region's Labor representation has achieved little.
I think he should have won seats in Sunderland years ago. I can't understand why anybody would even vote for Labour. No.
Why is that?
Why? Well, what have they ever done for Sunderland? What have they ever done?
37% of children in Sunderland are living in poverty. Tina thinks that's one reason why the Conservatives, who instituted Britain's austerity program, will struggle to win.
I don't think he'll do very well in Sunderland. I really don't.
Why is that?
Well, they just want to take all the money off everyone, and round here there's a lot of working families. We don't get a lot of money. It's a very poor area, actually. Everywhere else gets benefits and grants, but up here they don't. I mean, there's children dying and everything else up here, but, you know, it doesn't make the news.
Paul isn't sure if he'll spend Thursday casting a line or a ballot.
I've lost all interest in politics at the moment. I've voted to leave in there just trying to go against people's wishes.
That doesn't mean he'll be backing Boris to get Brexit done, however. This is one of the areas he's targeting, you know. He thinks that Labor voters are going to turn to him.
He's not right in the head, man.
Sunderland is normally the first city in the UK to declare the outcome of its election results. If the Tories manage to win here, it'll be an early sign of a bad night for Labor elsewhere. In Sunderland, Ben Lewis, SBS World News.